Welcome back. Well, today we have Stacy Padres, who's here to tell us a little bit about finding treasures that you can sell, be it gold or silver, right?
Right.
Well, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today.
So tell me a little bit about, tell me first of all what you do.
So I am an estate and fine jewelry buyer. So I work with people in their homes and help them go through their treasures and hopefully find some great stuff for them.
So what are some of the things that we should be looking for? Is it like estate jewelry or heirlooms, or what are some of the things that we should be looking for?
Well, all fine jewelry has precious metal content. So it could be gold jewelry, platinum jewelry, sterling silver jewelry. Of course, diamonds have value, and then even sterling silver flatware sets.
Okay, all right. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things that we have. So gold and silver content, so sterling flatware, gold jewelry, and then class rings too, right?
Exactly. Even dental gold has gold value to it. Yes.
We wouldn't want anybody to take out their dental gold.
Exactly. Well, be sure to ask for it back though. You paid a lot for it going in, so you should definitely ask for your crowns back if your dentist is replacing them with porcelain crowns.
Oh, interesting. Do people normally not do that?
You know, a lot of dentists offer that to their patients. They offer it back to them.
Okay, well that would be a good thing. What about some watches?
So all of the antique watches that are either gold or platinum definitely have value. And of course your designer watches like Rolex and Cartier and AP definitely have value to them in today's market. Absolutely.
Okay. Now how do we know how much gold is in the jewelry that we have?
That's a great question, because generally in the States we see 10 karat, 14 karat, and 18 karat gold. Those are the most common pieces of jewelry that we buy. But overseas, oftentimes you find pieces that are made in 22 karat gold or even 24 karat gold. So just to give you an idea, 14 karat gold is 58.5% gold content. So it's about half gold content.
Okay, all right.
And then 18 karat gold would be 75% gold content, and then going down to 10 karat gold where it is 41.7% gold content.
And then obviously when you weigh it, that's how much money you get back? Is that how that works?
Exactly. We look at the spot price for the day, and you can find that on Kitco, which is it's an app you can put on your phone, or you can even look them up on your computer.
Okay.
And they have the day spot price for all precious metals, and so it basically becomes a math equation based on the content of gold that you have in your piece and the weight of it.
Okay. Yeah. And how will I know how much gold is in my piece of jewelry?
Well, there's often stamps on jewelry, but they're really, really tiny. But if you take a magnifying glass, or we use a jeweler's loupe, and you can oftentimes see on the clasp is generally where they stamp the piece.
Okay.
And you will either see a 14 karat or a 10 karat or an 18 karat, but you oftentimes may see numbers. And especially in Europe, they mark their pieces with the gold content rather than the carat weight. So for 14 karat gold, you may find a stamp that says 585, and that stands for 58.5% pure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Now, what about silver?
And silver, oftentimes silver jewelry, you know, we all have bought sterling silver jewelry, and that is 92.5% silver content. So you'll find that mark on your sterling jewelry. Oftentimes you'll see that 925 mark.
Okay.
And then in sterling flatware, again, 92.5% silver. And if you have silver coins, some silver coins come pure 99.99 silver content. But an interesting fact is American currency prior to 1964 was actually made of silver. It's 90% silver content and then 10% alloy metals. And when the mint made the announcement that the silver value exceeded the numismatic value of a coin, and they were no longer going to produce currency using silver, a lot of people got smart and they started rolling their coins and stashing them away, and so they have real value in today's market. They're 90% silver content.
Wow. Now, what about if somebody had something that was gold or silver plated. How does that differ?
Now, silver plating and gold plating, it's really tough to refine those metals. It's almost kind of like scraping paint, off your walls. So there really isn't any value in the plated pieces. And that's kind of a trick a lot of designers are doing now with precious metal prices being so high. A lot of them are marketing, gold plated or silver plated items as 14 karat gold overlay or sterling silver overlay. And that's just kind of a fancy word for saying that it's, silver plated or gold plated.
So that really doesn't have too much value?
It really doesn't have any resale value.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. So I know you have a slide here about the kit code that you were talking about earlier. So tell me how to read this. How do we read that?
Okay, so it pops up in live time. So it moves with the market. So if you're watching it, you may see it even move throughout the day.
Okay.
And it lists the gold price, the silver price, the platinum price, and then it goes on to other precious metals such as palladium and rhodium.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great app. Okay, good. Now let's look. I know you were talking a little bit about gold and silver prices before 1964. However, now what are we looking at? I mean, it certainly fluctuates quite a bit.
You know what, it does. And after the housing crash in 2008, we saw some crazy prices in the gold and silver market, and they have certainly corrected since then. But if you look at a 10-year chart and you invested in gold 10 years ago,
right,
you're still doing very well. And if you look back to our chart, at 1970 when gold was trading at $30 an ounce, if you bought gold in 1970, you're sitting very pretty now because we're trading at just about $1,200 an ounce right now.
Right. Seems to be stable quite a bit.
It has. In the last 5 years, it's been anywhere from $1,050 to just under $1,400 an ounce. So we're just kind of right in the middle there, and it has been pretty steady.
So if someone finds jewelry that we mentioned earlier, what are some of the things that they can do with it?
So there's lots you can do with your old jewelry. You can trade it in for cash. I mean, the majority of our customers trade it in to get the cash value.
Okay.
But you can also redesign your piece. So you can take a piece that maybe, styles change over the years that you're not wearing anymore and turn it into, a beautiful piece that you'll wear and enjoy. Or you can also trade it in toward a new piece of jewelry. Maybe you want that beautiful Rolex watch and you can, gather up some of your old pieces and trade that in toward a new piece of jewelry. Or you can trade it in for gold or silver bullion, which is a great option for a lot of people that want to stay vested in the precious metal market.
Right.
But fine jewelry is not investment grade gold or silver.
Right.
So they can trade in their jewelry and trade that in for gold or silver coins and stay vested in the market.
All right, so if anybody did have any questions about buying gold or silver bullion, you would be able to help them with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're a full service fine jewelry company. So we buy, sell, trade, and make custom design pieces as well.
Well, perfect. Well, I know I'm going to go home and look at some of my treasures to see what I have. So thank you so much.
Of course, my pleasure. Thanks
Great
for having me.
You're welcome. So don't forget to go look in your jewelry boxes or drawers to see if you can find some great stuff. We'll be right back after this.